come in.
Hi, I'm Tricia.
Hi, Tricia.
You're Randy, right?
Yeah, I'm Randy.
Hi, nice to meet you. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, no problem.
So just a little bit background information about me. I am a salesperson for ADP, and I'm interested in getting more involved with some of the smaller retail businesses, and I found your information in the phone book, and I just wanted to let you know about our services. So thank you so much for having me.
Oh, no problem. How was your drive here? Was it okay?
It was a great drive here.
Oh, nice.
Yep. How's your day been going so far?
So far, so good. I'm just ready for lunch,
Yeah, I understand. Okay, so before we get started, I just want to get a better idea of what you're dealing with right now with your current system. So if you could just go over that with me real quick.
Okay. So my current system I'm using right now is Payroll Lite. And Payroll Lite, it's very we've been using it for a long time, and it's very I would say it's easy to use once you start using it. So when we first started using it, it wasn't as easy to use, and we still have to go in and manually put in our daily numbers and employee sign-in sheets or whatever. We still have to go in and manually do that. So sometimes I stay afterwards and have to figure out who did what and who got here when, and basically add up the math for all of that. So that's the only bad thing. But the good thing about it is it's one of the cheaper ones. So that's what we've been putting up with so long. And the customer service of Payroll Lite has been really great, and they help out as much as possible. But I feel like the system itself needs to be upgraded.
Okay. So it does take a higher amount of training to use this product, and you don't really appreciate that. You'd rather have something that's more simplified and easy to use.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, and it also seems like you enjoy the price. You don't want to go any higher than what you're currently buying. Would you consider maybe going a little bit higher, or is that like your set price?
We would consider it a little bit. We've been doing well with our in sales so far, so we consider going a little higher, but we really are trying to stay within the price area we are in.
Okay, and then support is also something that you value very highly.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so let me just tell you a little bit more about ADP. So it is the same price as what you're currently paying for Payroll Lite, because I looked it up before I came, and it looks like you're paying about $5,000 per year.
Mm-hmm.
So ADP is also $5,000 per year, but there are some benefits that you get from ADP that you might not get from Payroll Lite. So, like you said, with Payroll Lite, you have to get trained to use it. I'm sure that can be very frustrating when when you have turnover of employees and you're trying to train them and then you get new employees. I'm sure that can cause some issues. But with ADP, we actually have a system that is very easy to use. And let me pull it out and show you how you can use it. So if you go here, we actually have like a section for training, and it kind of just overviews the basic features of the app and how you can use it, so that when you get new employees or you're taking on new employees, then you can just go to that and say this is how you do it and work through it. We also do have 24-hour customer service, and we have a personal representative that will be assigned to your company that will help you out and help you work through any of the issues you might be experiencing, which you shouldn't experience many issues since we do have this training.
Right.
But if you were to, you would just go to this button right here, and it would directly put you directly in contact with the representative.
Okay.
So you can do that, and then these are just some of the other features that you can use. So this is how you go to the actual payroll. This is how you go to some of the other features. But yeah, so what are some of the other issues that you deal with in your company that might not be directly related to Payroll Lite, but that you deal with when you're doing payroll in general?
So some issues will be, like I said, the manual typing of what we're doing. Also, we don't have a representative so far just for Payroll Lite. We have, like I said, the customer service is great, but we don't have a one contact person, and sometimes that's what we need, because we have specific questions that maybe only one person can answer, and we already went through this problem with somebody else, and then if we go to another person, they don't know what we already discussed with the previous person. So that's a little frustrating.
Yes, that is completely understandable, especially if you say that Payroll Lite has more of a confusing setup to use, then you really do need more representation from that company. So let me look up real quick and see who your representative would be,
Okay.
and I can, get you more information about that.
The issue I have with ADP, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh, no, you're good. Go ahead.
The issue we previously had with ADP was that the representative we had was, I don't know if she wasn't as trained or anything, or she was dealing with many other clients before, but she wasn't here for just us. And that is our problem with ADP, so that's why we didn't move forward with you guys in the past.
Okay, so was she someone that came, did you request her to come in, or did she come in on her own?
Yeah, she came in on her own trying to pitch us on why we should use ADP, but she wasn't willing to be there for us that one-on-one time, and she also had other clients she was serving, bringing more of her time to than us.
Okay, so we have had some issues in the past with some of our representatives not being fully trained, and that was about a year ago that happened.
Yeah.
So since then we've gotten some feedback about that, and we have upped our training program for our representatives, and any of the previous representatives that were not willing to go through this training, they are no longer with our company. We did offer all the support for this training, and if they decided that they didn't need it, then we were like, you know what, you need to go through this training to be qualified. Mm-hmm. So that should not be an issue anymore. I apologize on behalf of ADP for that happening to you, but our current representatives should be fully trained. They know about all aspects of the app. They know about dealing with the customer relations and also just communications in general. So that should not happen anymore. But let me double check. So it looks like I will actually be the representative for your company if that happens.
Okay.
So I guess I can kind of go into what services I would offer you in addition to just the trainings and things like that. Okay. So like I said, 24 hours, if you need any help with anything, I am always available. My phone line is always available. And I can give you my personal number so that you can reach me personally, but also you can reach me through the app because there is a portion for reaching the representative. But let me go over some more features of the app. So like I said, this is where if you ever do have issues and you don't want to personally text me, you can go here. Mm-hmm. And this is where you can, there's a question and answer section where you can just type in quick questions if you don't want to actually talk to the representative, and it will just give you the step-by-step on how to work through it. There's also a chat forum that you can use to talk to the representative, so you can use that to talk to me since I am your representative, or like I said, I will personally give you my phone number so you can always have that communication with me. And then this is actually how you go through and use the payroll light. So basically, this is where you will input the numbers, number of employees. You can preset all of, your information for your company. And since you are a smaller company, about how many employees do you have?
Currently, we have about 25.
25. And how many of them do you think will have access to, actually using the system? How many of them currently use Payroll Lite and need to be trained on that?
Currently, all of our employees are trained on Payroll Lite.
Okay.
But like you said, we do sometimes maybe have a high turnover rate. So I would say all of us will probably need to be trained on ADP as well.
Okay. So something that I can offer in addition to the online trainings that the app offers is we will actually come into the store with all of your current employees, and we will do an in-store training on this so that everyone can understand it to the best of their ability. And then once you get new employees, or if any of your old employees quit and you have a high turnover, that's when you can start using the online trainings. Mm-hmm. And then if you find that the online trainings are not working well, then you can always request another in-store training where our I would probably come, and then maybe another representative would come with me, and it would be more of a hands-on training.
Okay.
If that is something you'd be interested. But yeah, so do you have any other questions about the ADP app?
So the only reason I like your pitch, I like where we're going with this. I feel like ADP will be really great for the company. Mm-hmm. The only thing is, since we are a smaller company, and I know you have other clients, I really do worry about you being able to devote your time to Max Office Supplies.
Yes. So the structure of how ADP representatives work is that we only take on a certain number of companies, and like I said, I am looking into more of the smaller franchises, and that is actually my area of expertise. So that is why I reached out to you, because I really want to focus on the smaller franchise businesses. So that is why I am the representative for that, because that's like my specialization.
Oh, okay.
So I'll only be taking on 2 other companies on top of yours. So definitely manageable.
Are your other companies within this area?
Yes, they are.
Perfect.
Yep, and they all meet the same standards that yours are. So.
All right. Perfect.
Yeah. Would you like to set up a meeting sometime next week to go over this more?
Yes, I will have to confirm this with my higher up boss, and then we can all meet together and maybe figure out what we want to do. But
Okay.
yeah, definitely, I will get in contact with her, and then she'll get in contact with me, and I'll get in contact with you.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you so
Have
much.
a good day.
You as well.